Welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we're going to have a deep dive look at the assets book and get it all cut out and ready for playing Population Z. So here it is. I've already done a video going through the book in detail, but in this video I'm actually going to cut it all out and then lay it all on the table so you see exactly what you get from this optional book for Population Z. Hopefully this will help you decide whether or not you'd like to add it to your collection. So the book is packed with cards, tokens, reference sheets, the tables, and standees as well. So there's lots going on here. Everything you do see in the book is available to download for free as a PDF to accompany the game. So I'm making things as easy as I can for you to get hold of the assets for playing the Huntsville campaign. But getting this book means it's all printed in one place at a reasonable price, probably cheaper than getting it printed from the PDFs with a printing company. You can also find most of these in the core book, and then you can photocopy them and download them. But let's get stuck into this assets book then, and you're going to need some scissors, maybe a craft knife to cut things out, and I like to put my cards in these Dragon Shield Clear Classic protectors. They're 88 by 63mm. They're going to work perfectly for these. Again, this is optional, you don't have to do this, but it's certainly going to make those cutout cards last a lot longer. And I'll put some links to all of this down below. Then you've got these little standee holders, and these are a nice option. So once you've cut out the little standees, if you want to use them, you can pop them in there, and they're going to be easy to move around the table. But again, you don't need them, you can just literally glue them to a coin or something. Then I've got these cool things. These are bottle top acrylic like stickers, and they're see-through, so you can stick them onto the tokens and make those tokens last a while as well. All optional, but great fun, and I love doing this crafty kind of thing, so that's something I really wanted to build into the game. So first thing you're going to do is cut out your pages. I like to use a craft knife to get these pages out nice and sharp, and then you're going to get a good clean cut, and then get that out of the book there. And then you're just going to cut them all out. So put a podcast on, sit down, take your time, cut round all the cards and get them all out. And then once you've cut those out, you can grab hold of the card protectors and then pop them inside there. So with these ones, with the card protectors, you can actually use a whiteboard pen as well. And so especially for the job and hobby cards, you could even just like tick in the little boxes once they achieve the abilities, and then you can reuse these cards. But otherwise, you'd have to photocopy them and get some more. But on the back, you can see you've got the Population Z logo. Alright, let's have a look at the tokens then. You've got so many tokens in here, and I've done loads of the characters and zombies as well, just in case you wanted to play it as a little board game, and I'll be doing some little posts later on to give you an idea of what you can do with that. So here you go, you just take these little acrylic stickers and then you pop them over the token. I do it before I cut it out. It's quite fiddly this, difficult to do it on the camera as well, definitely easier at the desk. And then just rub it onto the surface so you get it stuck down and nice and smooth, and then get a good sharp scissors, and you're just going to trim around, try not to cut the acrylic itself. And then that's just going to help protect the tokens. I mean, this is totally optional. You really don't need this. In fact, you don't even need the tokens, because you could use tokens from games that you've got at home. That's what we did when we first started playing and play testing. We raided all our games, Zombicide, Warcry, Kill Team, got the tokens out of that, and they work just fine. So you don't even need these tokens. I just think it's fun, and then you can have the aesthetic of the game running all the way through. Next up are the standees, and again, just cut these out, trim along. I get rid of the black outline to the sides, and then once you've done that, you're just going to fold it in half, get a nice crisp, neat fold there at the top, and then you can see that you've got the miniature on both sides. Now what you can do here is just unfold the little flaps at the bottom, because you want this to stand up on the surface. So I just fold those back, and a little bit of Pritt stick or glue to glue this together would be really handy as well. And you can peel those back, glue those to a little bit of card or a coin, and then you'd have a really nice bit of weight there to hold it down. Glue that together, and then you could stand that on the table, and that's going to work just fine. So you don't need to buy anything else for that. But I like these little stands. I think they're really handy, and you can just pop the little cut out. I trim the bottom flaps off a little bit, and then you can put that in there. And then if you wanted to use the standees before you get any miniatures, then that's going to work out really nicely. And with that complete, I just cut out all the other pages, and here you can see everything that's included in the book all laid out on the table. There's a lot going on here, so this asset book is really packed And it's a fun activity, get the kids involved, get it all cut out. It's really handy having the search tables as well, separate from the main book. And all these standees are a good option, especially if you don't have many zombies. And there's enough in here to give you all the miniatures you need to play the Huntsville campaign. Same goes for the tokens. You've got tons of those tokens for the characters, and then for all the different skirmishes, some of them are going to involve some special items like keys and gasoline, so that's all included too. And you've got tons of other tokens that you can use as little items to search for and things like that. The cards are where it's really at though. With well over 100 cards here, this is what really makes the game. They're all in the main book, you could refer to that, but I think having the cards printed in full colour takes the game to the next level. So there we go. I hope this has been helpful to see everything that's included in the book. Now you can decide whether or not it's something you'd like to add to your collection. And when it's all cut out, I just put it in this folder. That's going to keep everything nice and neat. I'll probably get these laminated so they're ready to go. And any loose bits I just keep in the book, which is just the cover now, once everything's cut out. Then for the cards, I really like this yellow card holder. You can get these on Amazon from like just a couple of pound each upwards to 20, 30 even if you wanted to. All different prices. And then I just keep it all really organised in there. And so that's a nice way to do it. And then I just get one of these little boxes, really useful box. And this will hold all the standees and the noise tokens and the entry zones. With all that ready to go, all you'll need now is some dice and something to measure with, and you're ready to play the game. So this is great fun. I can't wait to share the How to Play video series with you. I started working on that yesterday, so look out for those videos coming very soon. And the Huntsville Assets book and the main Population Z core book are both available with the links down in the description. If you want to find out more about those books and have a good look through each of them, check out my book reviews for Huntsville Campaign Assets and Population Z core book. And if you want to have a look at the live video, I did a Q&A. Excuse the first few minutes, I couldn't figure out how to orient the camera, but I've got that sus now, ready for the next live video. But that might answer some of your questions. And of course, if you've got any questions, add them in the comments down below. And if the Assets book isn't for you, head over to the website, and there you're going to find a ton of free resources. So you could just grab the PDF or the print copy of the main book, and then head up to Population Z, scroll down, and then you'll see the Huntsville campaign free PDFs. This is going to give you access to the full colour and black and white PDFs, so you can get those downloaded and printed off, all totally free. So you've got everything you need to play the game except the rules, which will be in the main book. And then you've got Population Z core game assets as well. And there's even some things there like deployment zones, which I've done for the player versus player games, and that's available. You could use that for any game really, as long as it's a square battlefield, that would work. And then also some characters that you might like to include in your group, and there's lots more to come. For now though, thanks so much for watching, and thank you to everybody who's bought a book so far. It's been awesome, this launch since the weekend, so thank you so much. I'm really excited about this, and we can't wait to provide loads of awesome content for you to watch. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'll see you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.